One of the most frustrating things in sales is booking a qualified appointment. And then on the day itself, you or your sales team is waiting for the prospect to appear. You got your Zoom ready, everything is set, you've done your research on the prospect, and then the person doesn't show up. Right? So super, super frustrating. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways on how you can increase the show up rate on your sales calls, right? And I've personally helped myself for our agency, Karma Media. I've also consulted multi-7-figure brands, 8-figure businesses with a sales team up to 20 reps on how to lift that percentage. So I'm going to share with you everything that you need to know. So right after the video, you can pretty much implement everything and lift that percentage up and remove that inefficiency. Amazing. So right in front of us, we've got a beautiful overview of how traffic flows from your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your referral partnerships, or even your paid advertising channels such as Facebook, Google, or your YouTube ads, and how the traffic converts into a lead, person leaving their name, email, and phone number, then to an appointment, and then to an initial sales call, and then your second closing call. And during this breakdown, I will share those 3 steps that I've just mentioned before on how you can lift the show up rate. And it's not what you actually think, because a lot of the times people think, oh, I just have to improve the process after someone books a call. But often it's the pre-nurture what's really valuable, right? What it is that the prospect actually sees and receives up front before doing any kind of business with you. So let me break down the sales page, calendar page, and a thank you page. I'll just show you our website and our funnel first, and then also kind of like a quick example in a very interesting niche to me, because I've studied a lot of math and engineering. So it's a topic very close to my heart. But in a nutshell, we've got the sales page right here, right? Like, yes, it is our own website. But when you look at this, it's actually a 1-page website. It is a funnel, right? So we're displaying all of our beautiful results to begin with. Then kind of like our services, which options we have to deliver the promised results. Then we've got our agency services, like how we're actually doing it. We're pushing away people that aren't necessarily a fit. Displaying more of our work, founders, my own story from fruit picker to top ad expert. And then finally, a few more blogs and our podcast, right? So that's the sales page for you. And we do also ourselves, we have traffic coming in from all kinds of sources. Then we've got the calendar page. This is the page where the traffic goes from the initial sales page, then to the second step, a strategy session page right here. We've got an offer to book a call, right? Including the calendar and a few more testimonials. And then finally, the thank you page as well, right? So that is what you essentially see right here. We've got a sales page, calendar page, and the thank you page. Now, here's a really cool example of a client's sales page. And in particular, this case, what the client does, Mathnasium, is they specialize in helping kids become better at math, right? So the traditional educational system, 30, 40 kids get cramped up in one school class. And as a result, kids don't get the deserved attention that they need to become really good at math. So what actually happens is, like, yes, the kids get upset, they get bad grades, but as a result, they come back home and they're crying, tantrums, and the parents actually are now upset, right? So we're speaking to the problem of the parents actually. Of course, the kid is falling behind on particular subjects and a very important subject, but also the parents suffer from it as a result. So on this landing page, we've got a video sales letter. We're addressing all the problems the client faces And then we're offering value as well, a free resource, right? So this is a beautiful landing page, including before and afters with a video of happy children, sharing that they've learned all the stuff, like they're crushing it. So testimonials and education is your most important asset, right? So you want to have those key elements on your sales page, right? And on top of that, after a prospect opts in any interacts with you in any way, leaves their name, email, and phone number, you want to nurture them with even more value, right? Showcase your study cases, showcase some industry insights that they don't have, right? Maybe valuable YouTube posts that you've created. Hey, I've recorded this quick video. I would love to share this one with you. Podcasts, right? Something that we do a lot is the kind of like after prospects book a call with us, we offer a free training, right? So we offer a free course, including all the podcasts, and we've got some amazing guests. It took some time to collect them, to collect these beautiful pieces, but we've got podcasts with, for instance, Jim Penman, right? He went from one lawnmower to 1 billion a year, right? An incredible story over the last 40 years that Jim has been working on his business. He's achieved an insane result. And in Australia, everyone knows Jim, right? So whenever a service-based business, prospects and clients that we serve books a call with us, we're like, hey, we've recently recorded a podcast with Jim from the Jim's Group, which I'm sure you know, right? And everyone in the service-based industry in Australia knows him. So they absolutely love that kind of stuff, right? And that's the type of value you can add. Like you can add a free course as well. We also have a free advertising course. People can check it out and explore, right? What is it? How are we doing it? And this is a huge asset that you can create for your own business, and just sharing your system and processes upfront before someone even is going to do business with you. Right. So that's the key takeaway. What I love doing is sending out. This is super easy to set up with Jim through Go High Level, through Go High Level, a text automation, an AI chatbot with value. Again, not just like, hey, check us out. It's like, hey, thank you so much for opting in. Thank you so much for grabbing this value. Boom, and you nurture them even more, right? So this stuff is very easy to set up once you use Go High Level or pretty much any kind of email sending tool. But we often see when we audit this process for our clients before sending any paid traffic, we often see that that's not the case. Then another huge takeaway that I have is what happens after prospects book a call, right? So we have, this is on our book a call page, right? So we have our calendar over here. It's really surprising, but again, we've audited this so often, and whenever we kind of like book a call with our potential clients, we see that they don't have like an actual date, or you don't get nurtured with the actual appointment, right? Prospects don't know when the appointment is, and this is incredibly simple to set up. Most tools have an, kind of like a setup sequence where you can actually address the reminders when the actual appointment is, right? So your common emails and a few text messages and another email. So if you've already set this up, then again, what you can do, and this is also what we do, is we're not just showing like, hey, next Tuesday, 9 a.m. is your appointment. We're saying like, hey, next Tuesday is your 9 a.m. appointment. By the way, we've recorded this awesome podcast lately. Check it out while you're waiting anyway, right? And it's an insane value add when people book on Friday with you for the next week. Over the weekend, they're consuming the content, they're checking you out, right? So that's how we love doing it, right? We love to provide a lot of value up front. And you can include a video sales letter. You can include a video like this one as well, where you're just showing your process, what it is that you actually do for yourself or your clients. And you can share that as well, right? So super, super valuable. Another thing that we often see is, people, we've had one client we took on board, and he had his calendar opened like 4 weeks in advance, right? And he was struggling. he was saying like, no one shows up. Well, like, that's, of course no one is going to show up if it's 4 weeks in advance. People forget, people book things saying they have an urgent problem, they want to get it solved, but they're like, no, I want to push it away. I want to do it like 2 weeks away. And then what ends up happening is that, people just completely forget about it. So that's another huge thing. Just maximum, I would say 5 to 10 days in advance is what you want to have the calendar to be displayed at, right? So now we've covered what you can do before the call is being done, how your client interacts with your business. Then we've covered how what you can do during the booking process and just straight after. And now we're at the stage that the appointment is booked and your appointment setter or yourself is going to take the call. All right. So one system that we highly recommend is, this is typically for multi 7 figures, 8-figure businesses, is doing a 2-step call process where you've got appointment setters, and those appointment setters filter through the calls. And then after the prospect is qualified, they're doing another call with a more qualified sales rep, right? So that can ensure, with this system, you can get close to 100% show up rate, because you naturally have, you've got a human filter. You've got a person who's actually speaking to your prospect, making sure they're qualified, they're ticking all the boxes. And one huge value add that we have is often, our clients have appointment setters or they're quickly training them up, but they're not really there yet, right? So they're kind of new. They can book an appointment, but the last thing that you want to be doing is just kind of picking up the phone and like, hey, let's book an appointment. It's just, you want to train people up in a way that they deliver value, that they're really genuinely caring about the person on the other side of the telephone, right? And only then that energy will transfer. Prospect will have a very good experience, and then on the second call, they're like, like, this is a legitimate business. In the meantime, again, what I've mentioned is to increase the show up rates and the quality of the calls. Make sure you have the prospect nurtured with courses, results, valuable emails, podcasts, and also just drop them a quick message on either WhatsApp or via text, just to confirm the appointment quickly. Like, hey, we got us booked for tomorrow. Please confirm it in your calendar. Make sure they press that button yes whenever the appointment pops through, because only then it actually shows up in the calendar. And often what we find as well, like our prospects, often very busy service-based business owners, they are very, very, very busy. For instance, Harj from Australian DPF Center, who was running his ads by himself, and after us working together, they've been able to book 100 calls a day, right? So his phone is just absolutely jammed with phone calls, to a point that they had to take over the warehouse next door in order to facilitate the growth, right? So this is a pretty crazy experience in itself. But Harj is a very busy, very, very busy person. So you have to know what kind of prospects you're actually booking in, because not everyone is working from their calendar like a lot of online entrepreneurs do, right? Like a lot of online coaches, consultants, etc. And you have to be mindful about that. And what you can also do is leave a few slots open during the evening hours, right? 6 p.m., not like 7, 8 p.m. your time, or even on the Saturdays, on Sundays, to allow prospects, to make them to even give them an opportunity to have a chat with you, right? Because this is, for instance, we've booked in, Harj, who, typically we talk with him around like 6-7 p.m. And for instance, Julian from Search Party Property, his audience are 9 to 5ers, right? People that want to invest in property and building wealth through this method. And again, people that work 9 to 5, they naturally don't have really much time. So you have to have time slots open during the evening hours, and again, Saturday or Sunday, to facilitate that opportunity. I've got a bit of on a side quest here, but basically making sure that you confirm the appointment through a quick text message or a WhatsApp. Just the prospect knows, like, okay, like I remember today we've got this appointment, or the day before, right? So that's in a nutshell what you want to do. You want to deliver a lot of value up front. You want to make sure that you've got all your testimonials, all of your kind of like valuable assets, show exactly what you do, right? Like we've got it all here displayed. Chris worked with an agency in the past, burned $30,000, didn't get many results, and we're sharing exactly what we've done in order to get him the lead quality to getting it almost to perfect, right? Like Yelitsa went from 7 to 8 figures. Gym Launch, perhaps what this business is. They had a great experience with us as well. We worked together for over a year, which was pretty cool, right? So we've got all of our testimonials and trust assets. This might not make any sense, which is like, why would you show, someone flying, that someone is me, but why would I show myself flying in an airplane after celebrating $10.19 million in ad spend in 1 year for our clients? Well, that's an amazing celebration that no one can even do that, right? Most people buy like a Rolex or like a watch or something, which is, again, an amazing way of celebrating things, but very few can actually fly around Melbourne or any city. So that's something I'm personally really proud of. And we fly our planes like we run our clients as ads. So that in itself is a really cool thing, right? So make sure you've got all of the videos, all of the testimonials, people you've met in the past. Again, we're going after industry leaders, aspiring industry leaders, people that want to absolutely crush it, and that's what you want to display. Then kind of like the calendar options, right? Like you want to give your prospects maximum 5 to 10 days in advance opportunity to book a call. You can do evening hours, you can do Saturdays, Sundays to facilitate that opportunity as well. And also, just a quick hack, like in between your triage call and your second closing call, just make sure you check your social blueprints, right? Like what is it that people, when people search you up, right? For instance, have a Google for yourself and your sales team as well, all the reps, and make sure to actually see what Google shows about them, right? Because this is what people do. After they book a call with you, they quickly check, is the website good? Is who is this person even? You know what I mean? So they type this in, boom, AI has identified us. We're running this agency associated with companies like Gym Launch, ClickFunnels, amazing. It's been some of our clients. Instagram, free course, podcast, everything is there. Checkbox. And then what also always people do is check the LinkedIn, right? We're not huge on LinkedIn, but we've got the same pretty much testimonials and videos displayed over here. And that's what people always just quickly check before, or I must say straight after booking a call with you or your sales team, right? So the last thing you want is people searching up your sales rep and their Instagram is like full of like party photos and just booze and stuff like that, right? Like that just reduces all the credibility. So you want to be very mindful of all those things. Now, I hope this was very valuable to you, and I hope you gained a lot of valuable insights on pre-selling, on helping you improve the show-up rates and also the quality of the sales calls. Now, if you want your ads to be audited, if you want this full process to be audited as well, like, hey, like we can funnel hack literally every single step in your business and just showing like, hey, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Or if you're interested in building out this whole ecosystem for your business, I've got some really good news for you, because on our website, surprise, surprise, we've got a free strategy session, right? Like you can book it in. I'm doing the sales as well, by the way. It's like founder-led sales is where we're currently at with our business, and would love to jump on a chat with you, explore, your business, what your aspirations are, and see if it's potentially potential fit to partner up. So have a go, jump on our website, see if it's something of interest to you. If not, totally fine. We've got our free course available for you, including all of our podcasts. Feel free to consume those as well. And you can go ahead and get access to them by clicking the course right there. So looking forward to see you on the other side. If you found it valuable, again, just drop a like, drop a comment, and I'd appreciate a subscribe as well. I'll see you in the next video.